Living in Chicago, I get the pleasure of fighting one of the best NESS players in the world on a weekly basis. This would be TikTok sensation Atada. Atada, currently #1 in the state of Illinois, has solidified his status as one of the best NESS players in the world, with wins on players such as Cosmos, Onin, Apollo Kage, Aiken, and more. After his 17-time win streak at Ignition, Chicago's premier weekly, it came to an end at the hands of Toad the Chicago Peach player and me. I thought I would just try out this VOD review format and share my thoughts throughout the set. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, as I will continue to post Smash Ultimate content. Thank you. I'll just let it play for a bit, and then I'll talk about what I noticed. Overall, I think the matchup is even. I know it's a matchup that a lot of Link players struggle with because of how good NESS is at catching jumps, but we have a sword, and that's nice. Alright, let's start it. So immediately I just got forward thrown. Being off stage against NESS is literally hell. If you are off stage versus Atada in particular, you might be cooked. I might just die here. Well, okay, hold on, let me hit F11. There you go.
Nice review.
I'm lucky I didn't die. This is a bad reversal.
Nice.
I just got lucky. Being real.
See, gets all back, yeah.
Nice little conversion. There's nothing in particular to show off now.
Did you know in the past winter break, these two have played probably like 4 times?
He was right. I did play Atada 4 times in that one winter break. But this is when I finally get my W.
No, Grands of Scrims was one of them. They do both. They played in Winter's Quarters of Scrim. Oh god. They played in Grands of Ignition.
I think.
And now another Lucis Finals. That makes sense. Both like really strong.
I'm not playing the matchup well just yet. Like this is just like getting into it. But
and yeah, I forgot.
So far, as you can see, a lot of the damage Atada's been getting is just me jumping. It's just me trying to approach, and Atada is preemptively swinging at me. Over time, especially after playing Atada so many times, specifically this winter break when I was back in Chicago for vacation, I realized how important it was to stay grounded versus NESS. Trying to actually approach NESS from the air is a huge gamble, because in the case that you end up, first of all, if you end up whiffing, you're fucked. 2, if he ends up baiting it out or like calling you out preemptively, you might be cooked. And 3, if you land on his shield with Nair and they guess correctly what you're gonna do after, and you'll see, I remember a lot of times I land with Nair and then I'll shield and Atada would just turn around, grab, or just straight up grab me, you're also cooked, because NESS's advantage is just so strong. So taking the gamble of actually approaching and jumping at NESS with like a falling aerial in this matchup is not worth it. Right now I'm losing a lot of damage because of it, but I know eventually I lock in and I stop jumping to try to get an opening.
More chances to play.
That was horseshit.
Chicago, so definitely more chances.
Okay, never mind. That was the worst down air of my life. Don't do that down air.
Props to ISO for not letting, get 2 out of.
Alright, I think around here, I finally stopped jumping.
ISO for not letting, get 2 out of.
In general, if you're a Link player, I think if you're gonna cover the area in front of you, use jab. Jab is really good. It's 3 hits. You can cancel in between any of the hits, and it's actually pretty long. But it's frame 7, which is pretty slow for a jab, but it makes up for the lack in like frame data with range. But you'll see me end up using it a lot more throughout the set, because it's kind of like, get off me, dude. Like you're not welcome in this area. Yeah, I do win this set. I 3-0 him actually.
You talk to ISO. This dude has been talking about how he has the code.
Okay.
Knows that he can do it.
I said how neutral video. If you were a real one and you watched it, you see how I end up running. A lot more of this set is gonna be me running up to burst range and just like not committing. I'm gonna say I don't have an Isahel loss. We've never played, but a lot of this is gonna be me running up to burst range and trying to get Atada to commit first. So here I full hop as if I'm gonna approach, but then I actually just land in place, and I boomerang.
He has the coach.
Good job, good job.
He knows that he can do it.
To beat a Tata?
To beat a Tata.
Okay, I like it.
I would kind of.
That forward air is, like, he fully spaced that, and I upbeat it. I want to say it's more than -7, because then I can upbeat it. What's up, Toad? But you know what? Let me check the frame data on this actually. Forward air -10, -9. So if they forward air or shield, we guaranteed can upbeat it out of shield.
It ripping another uppy out of you. He can break the streak. I don't know for sure how these characters do, but I feel like, I mean, this is...
Okay, I think that was bad
know.
DI on his part, but he definitely did not expect me to go low here with this nair.
But I feel like...
If you're trying to edge guard with Link, a lot of times falling off with this nair, like this angle, like this diagonal down nair, or I guess like more like this, it's really good. I think that nair is worth more often than not, because then it de-incentivizes people going low, so they end up going super low, like trying to hug the stage, which then we can down air or we can use bomb, or they end up going super high, which you can also cover with bomb and arrow. But I think this nair is really good. This falling off nair, definitely worth going for, because then it establishes like you're not allowed to be in this area. Area. I think it's a good like layer 1 of like conditioning for off stage. I'm not that great at it yet, but I've been practicing it and I got it here. So go off stage. Link nair is kind of broken. I think Link's off stage game is definitely underutilized.
I feel like
I have a lead now.
To deal with NESS neutral pretty well.
My ass is staying at burst range.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would take that.
Right there, I thought I was trying to call out an approach, but notice here, I am not approaching.
That's not my stuff.
Get a Tata to come to me.
Yeah, I feel like Link
I think I tried to call out another jump here.
to deal with NESS neutral pretty well.
I agree, but seeing them play, bro, if you get hit by one PK fire, that's it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard here to be like, to move around him and try to get him to swing.
Seeing them play, bro, if you get hit by one PK fire.
But here, because he's like, a lot of times I've been full hopping and then immediately boomeranging or immediately nairing. It's a free shield, or it's a free grab on his shield. He is scared. I grab him. Good tomahawk.
He stays there forever.
This combo is true, by the way. People don't know this, but down through up B is true.
I do like how I saw them go for that last to rack up your set. But there's also, yeah.
Horrible jump out of the corner. That was such a bad jump.
Gone around Chicagoland a few times.
Here, Isahel neutral video.
Which are two very different.
I tried to get him to swing with the double jump, and then I saw his shield was low, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to shield poke him. It did not work, but Atata rolled away. Notice how in my music video is crazy. Notice how in my neutral video, I talk about how good players will disengage when you hit their shield with something safe. Atata did the right thing there. Atata got hit on his shield with a -3 aerial, and he was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And how was I supposed to cover that roll on reaction? It's impossible. Ledge trap, don't fuck it up. I fucked it up.
See, this is good. You know,
Nair out of shield, it's a multi-hit.
For sure, you won. Oh,
and
that'll
it's gonna
take
take
it.
it.
Great
Okay.
call out on upland. Yeah. It's big for the.
I think a lot of my damage, game 1, a lot of the damage that I took was from being too close to Atata and jumping, and him calling them out, and then getting edge guarded, and then being put in disadvantage and just getting shit on. And then once I started taking control of what I was doing in burst range, being just jumping and like pelting him with boomerang, forcing him to come in on me, that's when things started going in my favor. Let's see how game 2 goes.
He did the tournament.
Oh, did he really?
He did, yeah.
Man, Pete, you put too much respect on my name, bro. Like I changed my tag and I'm playing Corrin, bro. And not be sitting me
Ooh, okay.
and I'm playing Corrin, bro. Put too much respect on my name.
I think I had the right idea here, and it ends up coming into fruition later. But here I'm doing a like jump back boomerang. These horizontal boomerangs are really annoying for people to deal with. They have to start jumping over it, or if it's like a full hop boomerang, they have to start running under it. But here, Atata needs to like slowly close space.
I changed my tag and I'm playing.
But it's funny because here I jab, and then I run up to burst range, but I run up a little too close. I know Atada is gonna forward air here, because this is a common situation that I've seen throughout the match. Out of hit stun and out of a tech situation, Atada likes to press a button because he thinks I'm gonna run in, and I was too close to him, so I got cooked there. But it's okay because later on I'll show you, it ends up working. Like ideas don't have to work right away. It's okay if you fuck it up. Here, I fucked it up. It's fine.
Oh, Chicago NPOs. It's so good.
Once again, jump in, have burst range, and then I got cooked for it.
Players, spectators alike.
Bro, we're spoiled.
Boom! Look at that. Literally, just talked about it. I put Atada in a tech situation. Keep in mind, this guy is pressing a button out of a neutral getup or like a tech getup every time. So what do? I run up to burst range. This time I'm a lot further because I know last time I got hit for being too close. And now I'm gonna use my sword to my advantage. Boom, he got hit. That's, I think, one of the saving graces in this matchup. Link can position himself very, very well in a way that forces NESS to like approach and press a button, and where you're still able to just swat him out. He suffers from, oh, okay, he has destroys, which are pretty big, but swords do really well against NESS for this reason. And I think this is an interaction that happens a lot throughout the VOD. Let's see.
We are, dude, we're so spoiled.
We're spoiled. We have great tournaments, great organizers.
Boom.
I remember someone, I don't remember who.
Forward air.
Someone from.
Okay, I'm actually so proud of this.
Great tournaments, great
I threw the boomerang.
organizers.
I remember someone.
I threw the boomerang to get him to press nair, to press something out of hit stun. Ah, I got you, dumbass.
I don't remember who.
Bomb.
Someone from out of is great. Oh wow! Just sent, I was expecting him to try to catch him with the bomb there. Yeah. But the catch would be up you there. Catch him with the bomb there. Yeah.
I think that was a high nair. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that was a really high nair. That's the only reason I'll be able to do that.
He goes from center stage. It's a really big lead here. Against
Okay, again, lead. Don't fuck it up. With a lead, I want to go back. I want to, yeah, because I just watched it over. I want to like talk about what I did with my lead. With my lead, I'm trying, again, more often than not, if Atada puts me in a situation where I'm knocked down and he's waiting for me to press a button, I'm just gonna jump back. I'm just gonna jump back boomerang or stand my ground and jab. Rarely am I ever committing and jumping in. Eventually I start doing it, but here, I'll talk about it when I get there. If the only time I've been running in on Atada is when I think he's gonna jump. I preemptively put out a move where I think he's gonna approach, but I'm not actively trying to approach with falling nair, which is like the primary way Link ever approaches. I'm not really approaching with like falling forward air. Here, you go like into full defense mode, and I saw a neutral video plug, but the way you do that though is at burst range, you start jumping back boomeranging, you start jabbing, you start making them come in on you so that when you're familiar with their timings, you can start jumping at them. And you can use your movement at that range to force them. So you'll see a lot of full hops that I do and a lot of just jump back boomerangs because I'm up right now. Why would I commit and try to approach Atada and try to put him into like a call and response situation? There's no reason for me to give up my lead like that. There I tried to call out a approach. I was wrong. Here I'm just standing my ground. Close space. Here I'm just gonna wait, bro. There I tried to catch him for the same forward air from earlier, but he ends up dodging it and full hopping above me.
Bro. The top players like
jump back boomerang. That's your best friend against these matchups where they don't have like the tools to really catch you for dashing back like that so often. NESS is a stubby character, dude. It's actually kind of hard for him to approach, especially against projectiles. If you're at burst range, jump back boomerang. That shit is so annoying because they have to start inching their way in. A good NESS player will start inching their way in and cornering you. Atada here, I think he's down, so he's getting desperate. So he ends up approaching more than he should. And again, the only time I'm holding in is when I'm trying to call out his jumps.
You gotta be. He's been winning for so many weeks, so props to Anthony for getting in the lab and figuring something out. He's looking really strong here, game 2. Because he's had in these 4.
Yep.
Figuring something
Another
out.
thing. Another thing I like to do a lot in the corner as Link is I like to full hop just in place like that.
Game 2.
And the full hop is to bait them to press a button and commit, so I can roll past them and stuff. So here I full hop because I'm just waiting in the corner. I'm like, oh dude, I'm not gonna press the button first, because if I press the button first, you're there waiting for me and you're gonna get me.
He's looking really strong here.
Atada ends up committing because he thinks I'm gonna full hop in again, and I'm rolling under him. You thought I was gonna full hop again and jump over, and he committed. Now I get to roll past him. So be patient in the corner. Don't pick your options so quickly. Be okay with being in the corner. Use your movement to make it ambiguous to what you're gonna do, and allow them to come to you first. Here, I got a free opening, and now I'm in center stage. I think I get a reversal off of this, and I might even win off of this. Yeah, reversal.
It's definitely fun. Oh, wow.
He mashed at a disadvantage. That was a pretty risky dash attack, but I mean, I was up with stock. I was willing to take it. Going into game 3, I think the game plan is the same.
No matter what happens though, Ted is in the books. Longest win streak at Ignition in history.
Jump back boomerang.
Over former. Not
so talented, dude. We're at burst range. Jump back boomerang, dude. I love that move.
Former, not to be named, #1 national players.
See again, when I'm at burst range,
#1 national
I'm full hopping, but I'm not full hopping into him. I'm staying in place. I'm pelting you with boomerangs. Come to me, dude. I think I got lucky there. I think I anticipated him jumping in, but he ended up just getting hit by the snare, which is coverage, I guess. Dude, why does that forward throw so far, dude? It's actually fucked up. Look at that. Whoa, dude, I'm off stage.
Atada, Icon, Ice Knight. These are all
again, I think an important thing, if you're gonna close space, and I think a lot of newer players need to learn how to do this. If you're gonna close space, run up to burst range. This is burst range. Play around your opponent's burst range. Here, I run up to burst range and use my projectile, because I'm Link, I have projectiles. I can pressure from a pretty good distance without actually committing. I see too often against at least lower lower rounds of players, when they were coming from if they come from the left side, they're gonna end up trying to directly attack NESS here. Nah. What you should be trying to do is position yourself. I ran up to burst range and I kept that distance between us. That way, I have the option of approaching. I can stuff out a nair. I can stuff out with rising nair. I can jump back boomerang. I can stand in place and jab. Here I did boomerang because it's pretty safe.
General side, but oh, you know who's actually really going to beat on the first time? Who? Sir, Dank. Yeah. Little Chad, boy.
Dude, my ass is not running in, dude.
I don't think I've played
this is optimal. This is optimal. I'm telling you. Make it hell for NESS to get in. Look, I ran up to burst range.
You know who's actually really going to beat on the first time?
I'm staying here. I'm not gonna approach. Arrow, boomerang, arrow.
Also,
and then once he's conditioned to me being on the defensive side and just standing at roll distance,
I don't think I've played through that.
Get fucked. I actually ran in and grabbed you this time. He probably thought I was gonna throw out another boomerang there, because he had been conditioned that anytime I'm at burst range, I'm gonna throw a projectile. But now, now that he's playing defensive and now he's trying to inch his way in and shield, time for me to grab you. Sometimes against certain players and against certain characters, approaching and playing the call and response, playing that rock, paper, scissors is not worth it. You should try to minimize it, because if Atada guesses right even once, like here, I could just die for it. Some characters are just not worth approaching. You could be right 20 times and then you get wrong once and it's over.
1 streak. That's how
You trying to be cool like Silas, pop a...
Dude, I actually have no clue how to take the stock. I got really lucky there at the bomb hit him.
You're tuning in here for the losers.
See that?
Hey,
Here's another way
what's
to.
up
Here's another way I keep my like burst range play ambiguous.
to
I jump in, I drift in, and then I double jump as if I look. I double jump in, as if I'm going to approach, and land on him like this with a nair. But I actually choose against it. I'm like, I actually am gonna stand over here, and I'm gonna try to get you to swing. I think he doesn't swing, but I didn't gamble and then get it wrong and then lose. So that's huge. See? Landing boomerang. It was pretty safe. Here, I should not have pulled bomb. Bomb, he is way too close to the stage. This is a bad habit that Link players, even me, have. He's at 111. He's off stage. You should prioritize, like, you know, ledge trapping or even hitting him off stage. Pulling bomb here, that's 40 frames. I think palm pull is 39 frames. I threw here. This was a stock I could have taken, but instead I try to opt for, I think, a bomb to ledge trap, and I drop it. So be very conscious of how far they are to the stage. This is way too close. If you're gonna set up bomb, they should probably be like somewhere in like this area. It's a bad habit I have, like this whole area over here. Here, I could have just ran off and forwarded or nared, and doing that like nair angle I talked about earlier.
You need to stop right.
Look at that, dude. He didn't even. I think he didn't even have a jump, dude. He had the air dodge. It was over for him.
I will get back to stage here. Oh, it just pairs back through. Still not
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm low-key throwing right here.
Oh, it just pairs back.
Atata's running up to burst range, and I'm getting really impatient, and I'm starting to press buttons.
Still not too much. Yeah.
He just messed up there. Also, that was kind of just like a NESS problem. It was a multi-hit. He was literally right. He called out my jump, and he got cooked for it because I played Link when Nair's broken.
Really? You know, kind of get like,
Jab. This interaction got me so much mileage. Run up to burst range. Keep that distance. Atata's gonna swing or jump. Boom, hit him.
you know how he looked, but yeah, he looked a little antsy game 1 and 2. Yeah. Now he's playing more reserved, a little more patient and confident with his moves.
I think Atata's getting pretty desperate here. He's actually pressing so many buttons. And now he's in the air just getting juggled.
Yeah, we're suddenly even. Last,
I know how to win this,
gonna get trapped.
and it's gonna be so cringe.
Oh, like up.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
definitely
I'm
did not come out.
garbage.
Yeah. One is probably a boomerang down.
Oh, not gonna kill.
And that's
The fact I'm still alive, dude.
Another lease on life.
On the platform stages, when Ness is standing on top, when he hits you with the PK Thunder, it sends you right.
That's it, that's it.
Huge. I'm the
That'll
go.
take
That's
it.
it.
Ness is standing on top, when he hits you with the
No, I kind of just. I saw Atata drift in. I knew he was an approach. We were at
Another lease on life.
burst range once
On the
again,
platform stages, when Ness is standing
and I'm
on
like,
top, when
if Atata approaches here, he's dead.
he hits you with the PK Thunder,
And he did. And he did. So I think. I don't know. That's kind of an unsatisfactory ending because I think Atata was conditioned that the area in front of me was more often than not safe. Because look, what he probably expected me to do, he probably expected me, because now we're at burst range, he probably expected me to jump back and boomerang, like boom, because I had been doing that so many times, or at least like jabbing in place. So he, like, for him, this area isn't really a lethal zone. He was probably just trying to get me to dash back, but because I had conditioned them the entire set to think I'm on defensive mode, you know, I'm playing defensive Link right now, I guess he just got, I want to say lazy, but he got reckless, and I threw it out, and you were cooked.
That's it, that's it.
That'll take
That's it. It's had 3-0 by Isahel.
That was a major.